Marcelo in the Real World, written by Francisco Stork, tells the story of a 17-year-old boy who, through hard work and dedication, is able to completely change his physique and get the dream body that he always wanted. Wait a second. That's not quite how it went. Actually, this book details one summer in the life of Marcelo Sandoval, a teenager suffering from a type of autism-like cognitive disorder. At the start of this novel, readers learn that Marcelo can hear something that he refers to as internal music, which, along with his other slightly odd tendencies, have led him to attend a special school called Patterson that caters to differently abled children. Marcelo's father does not fully believe in Marcelo's differences, and therefore wants him to become a functioning member of what he calls the real world, in this case, through working in the mailroom of Mr. Sandoval's law firm for the summer. If things don't go smoothly at the firm, and it is revealed later on in the book that they do not, Marcelo won't be given the choice of what school he gets to return to in the fall. His father wishes for him to attend Oak Ridge High School, a public school where Marcelo can become even more assimilated, but he tells him that he can return to Patterson if he chooses, but only if he follows the rules of the real world for 3 months. Following the rules does not simply mean delivering letters to the correct desk on time, as Marcelo quickly finds out, but actually dealing with characters and situations that are far out of his usual comfort zone. The overarching theme of this novel seems to surround personal growth and self-discovery as a result of doing something that one ordinarily wouldn't. And it seems that Stork means to say something very similar to what Mr. Sandoval wished for Marcelo to learn. Even though Mr. Sandoval is not the most innocent of all the characters, and he sometimes carries out his means in cruel ways, he wants the best for his son and urges Marcelo to leave his comfort zone in order to better grow as a person. So now I'm sure you can clearly see how Marcelo's story can be confused with one of an up-and-coming gym buff. No? Well, imagine this. You've never been to the gym before in your life. The most you've done is run a little on a treadmill once or twice. If you decided that you wanted to start getting in shape, and you began with just a few dumbbells in your basement, that can be compared to Marcelo at Patterson. You're limiting your potential to improve, and this is how Marcelo's father sees it. So how do you reach your full potential? You get yourself to a real gym, which can be compared to what we call the real world in this book. But the real world, whether at the law firm or the new high school that his father wants him to attend, is a lot different than Marcelo is used to. The real world is crowded and loud, with strangers everywhere and the constant possibility for unwanted interaction. And even the mailroom of Mr. Sandoval's law firm, while a much safer environment for Marcelo, proves that it has its own set of strict rules. A local gym is no different, and you, as a new member, are just like Marcelo, entering unknown territory where you will have to learn to adapt to the way things work. You're not going to know how to use some of the machines. Once you finally do get a turn to use them, you'll probably get a judgmental look or two, and it's not going to smell very nice. But these are things that you'll have to deal with if you want to grow to reach your full potential. So you're at the gym. Now what? Now, through the use of the machines, and probably with the help from a spotter, you're bound to see those muscles start showing up. And since the story of Marcelo in the real world is all about personal growth, we can say that these emerging muscles are like the changes that Marcelo experiences by the end of the novel. These changes come about as a result of the lessons he learns, things like the meaning of loving someone, the power of honesty, and that not everyone you meet has the same good intentions you do. The weights and machines, which work to build your strength, are the equivalent of these lessons, and they help build Marcelo's character. But, just like working out at the gym alone can sometimes be dangerous, so can attempting to go through life by yourself, without any sort of support system. Jasmine, the manager of the mailroom, as well as Marcelo's mentor and newfound friend, is like a spotter or workout partner. Like a spotter, Jasmine aims to guide and help Marcelo. And that's it. With the help of a few dumbbells and a trusty spotter, you and Marcelo are well on your way to making some big personal changes.
Flashing